Oh my, I got jump scared by the pterodactyls again. That's nice. Anyway, welcome back to Tales from the Borderlands. We're on the hunt for some power stations, which we can use our good old Echo Eye to search for. I'm assuming that we just need to figure out where they lead. We can follow the wires with our good old Echo Eye, unless you appear to me blocking. Oh no, I can go around here. I thought they were gonna be blocking my path for a moment there. Let's see. Methinks there might be something hiding behind the dumpster. Oh, I thought I was gonna push it. Oh no, we're climbing on top of it. Okay, I thought we needed to push it out of the way. Really? Oh, great. Quick time event to get my foot unstuck from the dumpster.
Oh, really? On my sock? No, it's all...
There it is. I thought that the power box was gonna be hiding behind the dumpster, not on top of the roof. But hey,
Found another one.
all that matters is that we found it.
All right, that's two.
I was just about to say, 2 down, 1 to go. And that should be on the left side of the area. If the wires are to be believed, so we'll head... maybe this time it's gonna be behind the thing? Okay. This time it is actually behind the thing I was expecting it to be behind. Didn't need to go climb on a dumpster and get my foot stuck inside of it. Somehow. Oh, I actually have control over this one? Interesting. The other ones were all automatic, but now I actually have to...
Okay, let's see what that does.
I actually have to do something.
Maybe I wired something up wrong.
Alright, well, that was not the correct place to put that wire. Let's try. Is it gonna be the last one? It's probably gonna end up being the third one. It's either, because my instinct is telling me it's probably the last one. They want you to check all of them one by one. But then the other instinct to me is saying it's gonna be the last one you check, which means it's gonna be the third one. Let's try the last one. The one all the way to the right. Nope. I was correct. Okay, I was correct. My gut instinct was correct. Maybe I should have checked the third one anyway just to see what it would have done, but... Oh well. Too late to turn back now. Well, that's... Oh my goodness. That's a bit more of a mammoth of a structure than I remembered. I thought it was a big underground facility that we were going to be entering. I didn't realize that it was an entire city was going to spring up when we activated all the power boxes.
What? There was a secret entrance there the whole time?
And that must be our facility.
Underground hidden doors! Ha! Atlas, man. So what's next?
Well, clearly we go in.
Whoa, easy! Watch where you point that thing. This is incredible. Pristine, preserved Atlas architecture. Yeah, and it's the real classy corporate stuff, not that military garbage you usually see.
I'm with you, boys. This looks good. How about we find out if the...
That's exactly what I said. That is 100% exactly what I told Reese to say, word for word.
We talked about cool.
So cool. Looks like we're in the right place.
Well, that's ominous.
This is a massacre.
Crimson Lance. These guys are serious badasses.
Watch your step. Whole place could be booby-trapped. If this place is as valuable as we think it is, they might be trying to protect it.
Booby traps? Are you serious? This isn't some ancient temple or something. It's just an Atlas facility.
A top secret one that we needed to find a hidden entrance for?
Okay, that's a valid point.
This is Athena's handiwork. Starting to think we might have just gotten lucky with her back there. Whoa.
Mr. $10 million.
Reese and Vaughn's new little playmates, right? It's very good to meet the two of you. It's a shame we couldn't be meeting under different circumstances. Vaughn, Reese, you didn't think I'd have August handling all my dirty work, did you?
How the hell do you keep showing up? We've escaped you like a gajillion times now.
Reese. Only the fool thinks that he escapes his shadow in darkness.
What?
Not really the answer I was looking for there. I was looking for a more logistical answer. What? Okay, Syndrome.
Come on, guys. You didn't think I'd come all the way down here before grabbing a universal remote, did you? What? The Gortys project, the two halves of the core, everything leading to a vault. We got it all. Checkmate, amigos. I am shame. What'd you think, Reese? That you can pilfer something from my toy box, no strings attached? You never could follow through. That's your problem.
Well, your payback's coming, asshole. I don't know how, I don't know when, but you're gonna make a mistake, and when you do, I'll be there.
Sure. I'll, bring flowers.
Yeah, you'll bring wait, flowers? What?
To your grave.
Why is it always the face? It's like what I said yesterday. Giving up on the whole remember that thing and just using it for comedic relief.
Wait. What the hell is this? Didn't I just do this with this guy? Kiddo, I admire your consistency, but, God. Oh, and who is this princess?
Wait, they...
Son of a...
Shock other people.
Oh, yes. I knew about that. Don't touch the cores, August.
Thanks for the heads up. Jackass.
They're gonna have to do it for us. You'll cooperate, right? Because I figure if you don't, well, I can think of all sorts of things to do to your little friends.
We don't even know how these cores work.
Yeah! We barely even know what this Gortys thing is!
Fair. I vote we figure it out all together.
2 hallways, 2 halves.
I'll take my soon-to-be dead janitor here. You take Miss Fancy Hat down the other one.
Boys, you keep an eye on these 2. Especially this one. Don't believe a thing she says.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, you sit tight.
Get your hands off me!
Either of those 2 move, you shoot them where they stand. Race, I'll admit it, you and Vaughn have impressed me, and that sort of thing doesn't happen often. I'm surprised you've made it this far.
Hugo Vasquez, Hugo
There's something I remember about this guy. What the hell is
Really?
it?
It's unbelievable.
You must have had some sort of help.
Couple of desk jockeys like you. I'd say it was 50-50 you'd survive the landing.
There's nothing you or Pandora can throw at me that's tougher than navigating the halls of Hyperion.
Well, I know what you mean. It does go down in the H-Town, doesn't it?
It most certainly does.
I mean, you might think of me as a self-made man, and for the most part you'd be right. But there was this time when I looked up and admired one man in particular. The most impressive person
He's
I've
gonna
ever
say
known.
me.
Handsome Jack.
You idiots always say me. Still can't figure out who he is, though.
We had this special rapport. He would do this thing where he would punch me in the face whenever he'd see me. It didn't matter if he was busy. He always made time for me.
Oh, how flattering.
No, still nothing. I punched my mom, for Christ's sake.
Just boom, right in the kisser. I was drinking from a mug when he got me one time.
Man, best I ever got was him spitting on me once. He was walking by and I was like, just there getting spit on. I'm kind of jealous of the relationship you guys had.
It's only natural. Clearly he saw me as special.
I kind of intended that comment to be a more sarcastic one. Like, oh, I'm so jealous.
But through me,
That's sort of the problem with, I think I talked about this before, but the problem with the Telltale games is that what the writers put in the script and what the game designers actually end up writing out and transcribing in the UI. I didn't know which role of the team to ascribe it to, whether UI or game programming or whatever.
So
I didn't know which role to ascribe it to, so I just said game designer in general as a
you
blanket term.
this thing, and then what?
It's not always 100% synced up between what the writers put in and what ends up in the finished product as transcribed in the UI.
Obviously, that was a bad idea for a lot of reasons. The fact that the vault key was bullshit being first and foremost. Well, Valerie found out about it, so now we've got to convince her that whatever comes out of this room is worth more than the $10 million deal we tried to slip under her nose. Then, hopefully, she doesn't kill us all. She ever talk about me?
What?
Sasha, did she ever talk about me?
Not even once.
You guys are sisters. I figure you'd talk every now and again.
Nope, not once.
Huh. That's a little disappointing. Look, I just want you to know, as far as you and I are concerned, there's no hard feelings.
That is so generous of you. I'll think about that when you shoot me in the back.
Come on, don't be like that. You're the one that hustled me, remember?
And that, you see, is what I was trying to provide for you. Some guidance, some mentorship, a father figure. I was trying to help you. The janitor gig, it was to test your mettle, your resolve. And I gotta say, you reacted with some balls, kid. Some big old balls. You see, Reese, I started at the bottom, and I worked my way up. I used to be in the mailroom.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wallet head!
That's where Jack found me.
He used to be bald and he was going through these hair implants and it would stick money to his head. It was it was hilarious. But it was a long time ago. Ask him about it. He'll tell you. Ask him about it.
I don't think the subtitles were prioritized quite properly there.
Seriously.
But that's a
Ask him.
pretty big difference.
Hey, come on. I'm handing you comedy gold here. Are you gonna ignore this?
Listen, wallet head.
Wallet head?
Yeah, so I appreciate the advice. I do. But I'd much rather you take your 2 cents and shove them into your wallet that you have on the back of your head that you are ashamed of because you are a wallet head.
I was trying to be nice to you. Let's get this over with.
Oh, that's good.
When I take your corpse back up to Helios, I'm gonna make sure they save me some of your skin to make a wall out of. Whenever I see it, I'll remember the look on your face at this moment.
Whoa. That's legitimately creepy.
I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to getting back to Helios, Reese. This place, it's getting to me.
Does it kind of feel like there's supposed to be music here? I've been meaning to say this for a while, but it kind of feels like music should be in this scene. Like, it should have been in the last couple scenes, but just wasn't.
Reassurances that it was just about the money and nothing else. The relationships have to be built on trust. I don't know if I can take Sasha back without it. How do you even start a conversation like that? At this point, I assume she's just embarrassed.
We're con artists, August. It was all fake. The way you met, how you fell for each other, how the deal came together. All choreographed. You were conned. It wasn't real.
So you're saying I shouldn't take her back? Hey, we all make mistakes. I've certainly made my fair share. Who am I to judge? Well, here we are.
Oh, there's the music.
Go on. Stalling won't do you any good.
Definitely felt like, for some of the previous scenes there, we were missing a soundtrack.
Come on, are you stalling? Whoa. Hey, what is this? No. No, 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 no!
Whoa.
Hey,
Fancy me and you here.
guys have a nice chat? I can't imagine he's too happy with you guys. At least that's the vibe I was getting.
I guess Sasha left an impression on him.
Yeah, I could see that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what? Nothing. Nothing.
Gortys unit ready for assembly.
We got it! We got it!
I'm pretty sure this goes wrong somehow. I just don't remember how it goes horribly, horribly wrong. Because I remember the big final choice this episode ends on. So something... Oh, do I have to... Oh, right. I have to push forward on the stick to shove these two things together. And then a little bit of this.
Keep pushing!
What exactly do you think I'm doing?
You know, I feel like this might explode when the two halves collide. Mashing Y as fast as I can. Compelling gameplay. Oh, actually went off without a hitch.
Program complete. Reconfiguring probability matrix.
I mean, I of course, I know what's gonna come out of this. I remember what that thing is, and it's gonna be adorable, but because I remember what the big final climactic choice of the episode is, I'm not...
It's a metal ball.
I'm just waiting for the moment when it all falls
It's
apart.
gonna get us into a vault.
That's the only leverage we've got at this point.
Meaning? Right.
We've got one bargaining chip to work with.
Okay! Just grab the thing and let's go.
I feel like this isn't gonna work.
No,
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Grab it, please.
Warning. Gortys device compromised.
Smooth one, idiot.
Ah, there's the going horribly wrong part I remembered.
No, it's fine. It's fine. See?
Uh-oh. Didn't like that, Reese. Did not like that one bit.
those subtitles weren't even close. Well, I guess they were close, but they weren't accurate still. I like this turn of events.
Hey!
Just use him as a meat shield. I don't know, is he gonna do the opposite? Is he gonna use her as a meat shield? Oh no, she's just gonna be direct about it. He's just gonna point the gun right in her face.
What are you?
Trust me. Back off!
Whoa, 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 what's she doing? This isn't good. This is bad. Reese, you gotta let me into your subsystems, man. I can hack into these drones and I can almost guarantee no one dies. Unless you want them to. Probably. Just let me in. Vaughn!
It's under control, Reese. Trust me.
What?
Okay.
No, listen.
So I am 100% certain that when I played this game the first time I trusted Fiona and not Jack, which means this time I'm going to trust Jack because I want to see how it plays out differently. But also because last time it will be a more emotional decision, this time it's going to be more logical. Because all Fiona's saying right now is, hey, just trust me. Trust me, Reese, I promise you I know what I'm doing, whereas Jack provided, like, an actual plan. An actual strategy for how to get out of this. Whereas Fiona just refused to tell me what she wanted to do. So, unfortunately, without knowing all the information, I have to go with Jack. Now, it's not what I did when I played this in middle school, because in middle school I was like, I like Fiona, I don't like Jack, and so therefore I shall go with Fiona. And that was about as much thought as I put into it. Oh, that's it? Oh. Okay, but that ending sucks. That's a crap ending to an episode. Because I'm pretty sure, I think when you choose to trust Fiona, shit hits the fan real quick. And it ends up on a cliffhanger of like, will they survive? Will they get out of it in one piece? I'm not sure. But this time, it's pretty clearly like, things are under control where you're in the hands of Jack. He has control of the drones and he's gonna take care of things. And it just kind of drops on a very hard cut anticlimactic note. So that's kind of a letdown. But at least I'll get to see how it changes things in the next episode. And oh my god, those are the fastest credits in history. Jesus. You want to slow your roll somewhat there, buddy? Okay. So overall, I think I'd still give the vote to episode 1 for the better one. Even though episode 1 was doing a lot of setup, so things didn't really hit the ground running too quickly. It did still feel like more things happened overall because it was setting things up, so you got to learn about the characters, and you had a lot of cool set pieces. You had the big action scene at the race rally, the demolition derby thing at the end. You had the deal gone wrong. You had the thing of getting to see the same situation from 2 different perspectives, and like playing through the con as Reese and Vaughn, and then switching over to Fiona's perspective, seeing the other side of things. This one felt a little more meandering. Obviously we had the big payoff at the end of getting to the Gortys project, but getting to that point was a little more all over the place. But I'm pretty sure episode 3 is when things start to pick up a little more steam. Episode 3 is, I think, episodes 2 and 3 are the ones that I had the least vivid memories of. Episode 4, I wouldn't say I know it pretty well, but I know what it's about, like where we go, what the main objective is, how we get there, some of the big payoffs, some of the big character-defining moments, and how things change for the worse. And the finale also, because that's the big climactic final battle of the series, that's also pretty clear in my head. But episode 3 is one is a little more nebulous as to where things go and how things progress. Outside of, I think, one character death, the beginning of a bond between 2 characters, one really funny joke in the final action scene, and I think that's about it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that progresses, but overall episode 1 is definitely better, and I'm a little let down by how much of a dead stop of an ending it is to make that choice. Fiona, I'm pretty... I mean, for all I know, I could just be remembering it wrong, and Fiona's is equally anticlimactic, but I don't remember it being that anticlimactic when I played it for the first time, whereas what we just played now was not... That was big ol' letdown. But we still have to wait and see how it plays out. Because obviously Fiona's going to be pissed at us for, like, half an episode, maybe. And then we'll be fine again, but it'll be... I'm looking forward to seeing how, if anything... what, if anything, actually changes as a result of us choosing to go for trusting Jack. But, like, it just makes... I don't know, I feel like it makes more sense. I mean, obviously, there's the element of, like, do you actually trust Jack to do the right thing with the control, like, with gaining control of the systems? But Jack's just as vulnerable as you are in that situation. In that moment, you and Reese are on the same side, because if Reese dies, he dies, so he has a vested interest in keeping Reese alive, whereas, so that kind of alleviates the concern there as to whether or not he can be trusted with that level of control over the systems of the facility. And, like I said, he had a solid plan of action. Fiona's just like, hey, trust me, bro. Source, dude, trust me, bro. I totally got this. I totally have this completely under control, I'm not just... Like, you could just tell me. You could have just... It's entirely possible her plan made a lot more sense and was really well thought out and really intelligent. But you had, like, all the time in the world to explain to me what you wanted to do, and then you just didn't. So, I can't really do that much with that limited information, Fiona. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to do it to you. I'm trying to think of what other major choices like that are coming. I mean, obviously, Episode 5 is when all your choices... I talked a little bit about how Telltale's choices don't actually matter in the grand scheme of things, and they don't really. Like, the story will always play out the same, mostly. There's a couple exceptions where sometimes you'll get a slightly different ending, sometimes some characters will survive and some won't. Sometimes there are things that change about the ending, but more often than not, the main thing that will change is, like, the last decision you make is the big one that changes what ending you get. Like in Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, you either choose to stay in Beacon Town or go on the road with Petra, and that's pretty much the only choice that matters, because that's what gets you your ending. And then same thing with Batman Season 2. You either give up Batman and keep Alfred, or keep Batman, give up Alfred, and that's your ending. That's it. Nothing else pretty much matters in totality. Oh, I guess Batman Season 2 is a different story, because there are two completely different episode 5s there, so, you know, you obviously do get two radically different experiences based on the choices you make. So there's that's the exception to the rule, but that's what I mean. There are exceptions where it's not, that's not the case, but more often than not, it is just you go down the same path, and then occasionally you split for a little. Like, the main thing with Telltale is, it's the same start, same ending, and there are different ways to get there in terms of, will you go to this place, will you go to that place? In Minecraft Story Mode, will you go to Boomtown, will you go to Beacon Town? What's another one? In this episode, we had the choice as to whether we would go to, whether we would meet up with Fiona and Sasha, or whether we would go to the Gortys place, I think was a choice we could make. Things like that as to prioritizing objectives, which order you complete things, how you go, and then obviously there's, who do you save? Do you save this character or that character? Will determine who's with you. Like in Season 1, you save Doug or Carly. But usually it always ends up railroading you back into the same linear path no matter what. So if you save Doug, then he'll live, but then he'll just die later anyway. So it's kind of artificial in the grand scheme of things as to how much your choices matter. But I honestly don't mind. I mean, it's annoying that the games are marketed like your choices make a big deal when they really don't, as to how the story really changes. But it is true that it still does make it a more personal experience, and that you won't always have the same experience going through the story as somebody else does, and that's where I think the value in these games comes from. Outside of just the fact that the stories are great, like honestly, that's the thing that kept people coming back, was the fact that the stories Telltale told were mostly really good, regardless of whether your choices actually mattered. But another huge component of it is that even if your choices didn't actually change anything, it felt like they were to you. Like, it felt like a personal experience with what dialogue you chose and who you trusted. So that's where the appeal really comes from. And that's the case in this game as well. Spoiler alert, there was one ending to Tales from the Borderlands. There was exactly one ending to Tales from the Borderlands, and there's nothing you can do to change it. But the way in which the final battle happens, and how everything unfolds, and who does what, that is 100% dependent on who you trust, what your relationships are with everybody, what choices you made, and all that stuff. And I think that is still valuable. Even if the story doesn't change, I think there's still something to be said about that. So, yeah, there's my rant for the day, I guess. But that's episode 2. Next up, tomorrow we will start episode 3, Catch a Ride! Scooter's famous catchphrase, which probably should have been the title of episode 4. But it's fine. You'll see what I mean when we get to that point. But for now, we're gonna end the video, and then we'll come back tomorrow and start episode 3. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Tales from the Borderlands. Goodbye.
I don't wanna wait anymore. I'm tired of looking for answers. Take me someplace where there's music and there's laughter.